Now close your eyes for a moment and picture this. You're going through your day, living your life, doing your thing. Then out of nowhere, a random thought pops into your head. What was that again? Oh yeah, I need to check my socials. So you grab your phone, open Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, whatever, and suddenly 45 minutes to an hour just vanished into thin air. You vaguely remember swiping, scrolling, liking, commenting, sharing, but nothing concrete comes to mind. The time just sort of disappeared. This may sound like a personal anecdote, but trust me, it's a universal experience. In the age of social media, we all find ourselves in this loop occasionally, if not constantly. But what's really going on there? Why does time seem to slip through our fingers when we're on these apps? And why is it so hard to stop, even though we know we should? Well, it's because social media has been designed in such a clever way that it essentially tricks our brains into getting addicted. And if we don't understand how this works, we'll continue to fall deeper into its trap without even realizing it. Welcome to the channel. Today we're diving deep into the psychology of social media addiction. We're going to explore exactly how these apps have been engineered to hijack our attention, manipulate our emotions, and get us hooked. By understanding their strategies, we can regain control of our minds and break free from their grasp. Are you ready to uncover the truth? Let's get started. Chapter 1: The Dopamine Trap. At the core of this manipulation is a chemical in our brain called dopamine. It's a neurotransmitter released every time we engage in pleasurable activities. Essentially, it's the reward center in our brain, motivating us to repeat behaviors that ensure our survival. Think eating, sleeping, socializing. These natural human instincts trigger dopamine release, making us feel good. However, social media has found a way to exploit this system for profit. Every time you log in, they bombard you with likes, comments, notifications. These simple interactions spike your dopamine levels, tricking your brain into thinking these actions are crucial for your well-being. But it's all artificial. These online interactions aren't as fulfilling as real-world connections, yet they produce the same dopamine hit. This creates an almost hypnotic state where your brain keeps craving these digital rewards, keeping you addicted. It's a clever trick, but it's one that you need to be aware of to break free. Chapter 2: The Comparison Trap. Another tactic these apps use is the comparison trap. They carefully curate an endless feed of other people's lives, making you constantly compare yourself to unrealistic standards, whether it's someone's wealth, beauty, happiness, success. Social media only showcases the highlight reel of people's lives, leaving you feeling inadequate. But it gets worse. These apps track your interests and use them to target you with ads and content that make you feel like you are missing out on something better. It's a psychological trick called FOMO, short for fear of missing out. It's designed to make you feel anxious about what you're not doing, where you're not, or who you're not with. But here's the catch. You're always comparing your reality to someone else's carefully crafted online image. You're never truly seeing the full picture. This constant comparison rewires your brain to find satisfaction only in online validation. But remember, true happiness comes from within, not from fleeting online approval. Chapter 3: FOMO and Identity. As social media continues to shape our thoughts and feelings, it also takes control of another crucial aspect of our being, our identity. Think about it. Every like, every comment, every follower becomes a piece of your self-image. Your brain starts associating your worth with these online metrics. But this is a slippery slope. Before you know it, your sense of self-worth depends on the digital world. You become anxious when your post doesn't get enough likes. You feel validated when you gain followers. Your mood swings based on the number of retweets you receive. This is a dangerous place to be. Your identity shouldn't be in the hands of social media algorithms. You're so much more than the sum of your online interactions. Chapter 4: Who's really in control? Now let's dig deeper into the darker side of this manipulation. Behind the fun, engaging exterior of social media platforms lies a sinister truth. Social media companies have cleverly engineered their apps to maximize your engagement and keep you trapped in their ecosystem. The big question is, who benefits from this? Well, the answer is clear. It's not you, the user. It's the company. They use your attention as a currency to sell to advertisers. The more time you spend on their platforms, the more money they make. But how do they achieve this? Well, it's simple. They've designed their apps to be addictive. Remember that dopamine trap we talked about earlier? Well, that's the key. Every like, Every comment, every notification spikes your dopamine levels, keeping you engaged. But it goes beyond that. They use advanced algorithms to predict your behavior and show you what they think you want to see. You open Instagram and see a video of a luxurious vacation. Before you know it, you're mentally planning your next trip. You check TikTok and suddenly you're convinced you need the latest gadget. These apps are designed to subtly influence your decisions, shape your desires, and make you spend. But it doesn't end there. Social media companies have become masters at gathering your data, knowing you better than you might know yourself. They track your every move, your likes, your dislikes, your interests, your fears. They analyze your emotions, your spending habits, your friendships. And with all this information, they create a detailed profile that predicts your actions. It's a scary thought, but it's the reality of our digital age. Chapter 5. Can social media be good? Before we dive into the solution, let's take a moment to acknowledge that social media isn't entirely bad. It has its benefits. It's connecting with friends and family across the globe, staying updated on current events, finding communities with shared interests. These are just a few of the positives. But here's the critical point. The problem arises when we allow these platforms to control us instead of using them consciously for our benefit. It's about being aware of their tactics and setting boundaries. After all, every tool can be beneficial or harmful, depending on how we use it. Chapter 6. Taking back control. So how do we break free from this manipulation? How do we regain control over our attention and minds? It starts with awareness. Understanding how these apps work and what they're designed to do to us is the first step. Second, set boundaries. Limit your screen time. Schedule breaks. Turn off notifications. It may feel challenging initially, but it becomes easier with time. Third, be intentional. Ask yourself, why am I here? Before using any app, make it a habit to pause and reflect. Fourth, diversify your life. Dedicate time to offline activities, hobbies, socializing in person. The more balanced your life is, the less you'll feel the need to escape into social media. Finally, stay informed. Keep learning about the strategies used by these platforms to manipulate us. Knowledge is power. The more you know, the more equipped you'll be to protect your mental well-being. Breaking free from social media manipulation isn't about quitting social media altogether. It's about being mindful, setting boundaries, and using these tools consciously. It's about reclaiming control over your mind and ensuring that you, not the algorithms, decide how you spend your time and energy. In conclusion, the dark side of social media is a complex web of manipulation tactics designed to keep us engaged, addicted, and under their thumb. From exploiting our reward systems to triggering FOMO and controlling our identity, these platforms have mastered the art of psychological manipulation. But it's not hopeless. By understanding these tactics, setting boundaries, diversifying our lives, and staying informed, we can reclaim control. Remember, you have the power to decide how you spend your time, energy, and attention. Don't let social media companies win. Let's be the master of your mind, not the slave of their algorithms. Are you ready to take back control? Drop your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Together, we can navigate this digital world more consciously. And if you found this video insightful, please hit the like button. Thanks for watching.